Hey guys, um, I just wanted to come on here and show you what MS really feels like. It's horrible. I've been sick off and on pretty much since Christmas. Um, but my legs and feet have been in horrendous pain. In a flare-up right now. That's why I got glasses on, because when I'm in a flare-up, my eyesight gets extremely blurry and double. So it's so frustrating. We were able to go out to dinner last night. We went to Red Lobster for their endless shrimp thing. Mom was really wanting that, and it was really good. I'm glad we got to go. But I had to rest up all day just to be able to go out and eat. It stinks, but what I have the hardest time with is, I guess, coping mentally with some of the stuff. I'm supposed to be starting a new treatment. It was actually supposed to start the first week of January, and it hasn't, because they didn't have some of my insurance information, and nobody told me that. So we've tried all the oral medication, and so we are down to Ocrevus, which my neurologist offered, months and months ago, but we weren't really sure we were there yet. He didn't recommend it, otherwise I would have went with what he said. He just asked us if we would be interested, and at the time we really weren't, because I was doing okay at the time, and the twice a year infusions just seemed like a bad idea to me. My husband did a lot of research on it, and they have a lot of side effects, and it's kind of like, once you have the side effects, you got them. You can't just stop taking a pill, and I'm notorious for having every single side effect ever mentioned. I have it when I started new medicine, so we were kind of scared and like, maybe not. Well, that's what we're to now. So I'm very hopeful. I really hope it works, because this is not a real lifestyle. There's no quality of life much. I mean, yes, I have a good life. I have a great husband. My mom lives with us to help me out, and I mean, I'm not complaining. I just hope it gets better. And there's always somebody out there worse than you are, so I try to remember that. But I'm so fiercely independent that it's very hard mentally to accept somebody's help. And I know I shouldn't be that way, but I am. I didn't take my makeup off last night. I am that way, because I felt kind of cheated, because before I was diagnosed, I was at EMT on a 911 truck. I rode my own motorcycle. I had my F-350 dually. Just living the dream. And I worked very hard to get there. And then I got to work 3 or 4 years and had it all taken away. So that was very hard. I've coped with most of that now, because my epilepsy has been diagnosed now for 10 years, I think. The MS just about 4 years or so. So I'm still kind of learning the MS stuff, and y'all, it drives me crazy. I've got stuff I want to do, and either I can't because I'm in so much pain, or, I have a manual wheelchair, and I have an electric one, but we had to buy 2 batteries for the electric one, and we just hadn't done it yet. The old batteries died. But the wheelchairs just slow everything you're trying to do down, 10% or so. But going to restaurants, going to a buffet, my mom and I have it down to a science, though, because I'm in the manual chair, and my amazing husband made me, what was it, 2x6 or 2x10, I don't remember, a tray for the wheelchair. He took the cushions on the armrest off, and he put a bolt in that piece of wood that would fit down into where the armrest fit. And so I have a tray across my table across my chair, because none of the restaurant tables are high enough to roll under and to eat. And it was just hard to do. And so he made me that tray. And so him and I, or my mom and I, will either one will go through the buffet lines and stuff, and I'll set mine and her plates down on the tray, and we're fixing salads, and we pretty much like the same stuff on our salads. So I'll hand her one plate, and then I'll take that back and I'll hand her the other plate. We laugh about it, but it works. It doesn't make you feel quite as helpless, I guess. So, it's just been really, really rough. I had 3 or 4 days where I was just having constant seizures, and they weren't big seizures. They weren't they weren't tonic-clonic seizures, but they were the petit mal seizures, and those are the ones I have now. The big ones are pretty much contained, but what I was having, and I've never had this before, but I know it's a thing, and I know it happens. I had just never felt it. But every one of your senses is like a heightened 50%. Everything smelled horrible. Everything tasted horrible. I tried to eat ice cream, y'all. I couldn't eat ice cream. I couldn't drink a glass of tea because it felt grainy. Everything was just off. And so, just to make sure, I took a COVID test, and it was negative. So, it wasn't COVID. It was seizures. There we go. That was really hard to kind of deal with, because for the most part my seizures are under control. Just sometimes they're not, and it's hard for me to wrap my head around that. But if you are dealing with MS, or if you know someone who's dealing with MS, just try to encourage them. Try to be there, because it makes all the difference in the world. If I had been here by myself this whole year, I don't know what I would have done if my mom wasn't here, because the depression is a big factor in the epilepsy and the MS. So I got it twice. Plus, I'm taking about 10 or 11 different medications. 3 of them are seizure meds, because my body won't tolerate one medicine being at a therapeutic dose without feeling drunk and sick and all that. So they lowered the dose and added 2 more at a low dose. So I mean, I hate it. I hate taking so much medicine, but it is what it is right now. It's just how it's going to have to be. But let me know if you have taken Ocrevus. How did you like it? What did you not like? Or what side effects do you know of? Things like that. Because I'm pretty hopeful about it, but I'm also a little bit nervous. Y'all, I just got a phone call from Ocrevus, the company, and Ocrevus is $75,000 a year. Now, that's not 12 months of medicine. That is 2 infusions, $75,000. And because I have Medicare and I'm on disability, I can't get any of the copay assistance. What? Yeah. My copayment was going to be $2,100. But they do have another program for patients with Medicare. So she was calling to let me know that, and my neurologist just has to send in a form, and it takes a couple of days to be reviewed and stuff. And so, whoops, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out, or I don't know. I'm just praying that it does. If you have MS, what symptoms do you deal with? I would just like to kind of see what other people are dealing with, and so we can all be kind of positive towards each other and maybe help get through some of these really hard days. I know I was talking a little while ago about my seizures I was having. I was in my restroom washing my hands, and I fell backwards, and I landed flat on my back on the tile floor. Man, that hurt. That really hurt. I thought I really messed up my back. I mean, I couldn't move for like 4 days. It was awful. And I caught my husband's cold. So I was coughing and sneezing so much, and it hurt my back so much to do that. But actually, I was kind of surprised it didn't hurt any longer than it did for how bad it was hurting. You know, I didn't think it was going to be, anything quick to get over, but it was relatively. I don't know, 3 or 4 days. So I was having seizures when I fell. Not so great. I still have this cold is kind of lingering. I don't even know what it's called. I don't think it is a cold. Granted, I'm a little stuffy, but I can't quit sneezing. And every once in a while, I'll sneeze or cough or something, and that same place will hurt really bad. But it's much better for the most part. My legs and feet just hurt so bad right now, and I figured they would. Anytime I do anything, the next day my legs hurt, and they actually were hurting last night. So this is kind of what MS looks like. Not fun. Don't recommend it. It's very painful and a lot to mentally cope with. But if you have MS or know somebody that has MS, just try to encourage them that it's going to be okay. You know, that this will pass. And there's going to be more good days. Just got to get through this one. So, and that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos and kind of following my story. I have stuff I want to do that I want to video. I do acrylic pour painting, and I got a paint in there I need to mix up. And so I want to mix that up on camera and show you kind of how I do my paintings. And I'm working on some budget binders so that you know you can save, have $1,100 in savings by doing it this one way, or you can do it another way. But I'm going to do a video on those. They'll be coming out. So that's about it for now. Like I said, thank you for listening. Send some kind words this way if you don't mind. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.